That's a live look at us here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight should be a good one, Brock, because we honor John Madden with our Thanksgiving celebration series between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off from MetLife. Here's Devin Singletary on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of two quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the things that I know Brian Daboll and the Giants loved about Jackson Dart is every step of his career. From high school in Utah to USC to Ole Miss, he just kept getting better and better and better. How about the first QB to lead Ole Miss Rebels to back-to-back 10-win seasons in over 80 years? That's what they're getting their first-round pick.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Oh, they're going deep here right off the rip. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for second down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. It's Tracy on second down. He is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
A gain on the play of 58 yards. And the Giants, first down. First and 10.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. They go right back to Tracy. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Darts out of the shotgun. Drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down. Third and long for him here. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
A 36-yard attempt.
Koo able to put it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He was brought down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. He gets it again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. No gain on the play, and they have to come up with 7 yards now on 3rd and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
On 3rd and goal, it starts. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Younghoe Koo on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Cowboys nothing.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. From the gun is Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Prescott here from the gun. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Dump off to his fullback. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Prescott to throw once more. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
For a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Dak off the play fake. He's going to tuck it and run.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
2nd and 3 now. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
14 yards.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Williams will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. Let's see what they want to do here. It's 2nd and inches. They'll look to run with Williams. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
3rd and goal, Prescott. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. Javonte Williams, the touchdown! Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, this is Singletary. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Well, on behalf of all of us here at EA Sports, hope that you are having an excellent Thanksgiving day. And today, of course, also our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration across the NFL, where we recognize the impact John had on generations of football fans, from his days as the legendary coach of the Raiders, to his decades as a broadcaster, to his influence on new generations of fans as the namesake of our game. And all of us here proud to remember his impact on the sport. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And they are all the way into that red zone.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
First and 10 at the 18-yard
So a
line.
massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone on first. Dump off caught by his back. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Robinson sent in motion left. A give to Tracy up the middle. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
3rd down now. Here's Darts. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
Field goal attempts coming now from Young Hui Koo. This one from an even 40 yards out. Koo able to put it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go with Williams on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 31-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play action, Prescott. Catch made by Schoonmaker. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Running it after the penalty. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd and long, Prescott. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Cowboys putting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Going play action with Dart. He keeps it and takes off.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
42-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. We're 1 quarter closer to some turkey as we reach the end of 1 on Thanksgiving. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. On the sneak, here's Dart. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down. And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. First and 10 now from the 46. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Now Dart's going to the air. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Cowboys offense headed out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Escapes a defender. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for Dallas. 1st down.
The Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Oh, put some air under this one, right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
They'll go with another punt, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. Gunnar Olszewski will return it for the Giants. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Here's Tracy on 1st down. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Dart. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. Cavante Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They fake the hands off. Now Prescott. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Prescott. Hits him on the in route. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10.
The pass on 1st down. He was brought down by Andrew Phillips. Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Straight ahead with Williams. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Audio Carrican making that stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He'll air it out on 3rd. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Well, 3rd and 10 was already tough, Brock, but the challenge doubles here. 3rd and 20 now after the holding call. 3rd and long for him here. He lofts it deep right side. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead.
14, Giants 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Robinson sets in motion left. They'll throw, third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Finally some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The refs saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a first down plus some yardage.
You take it down a notch, all right? You haven't been hit by the guys in this league, and you got to protect these poor, fragile quarterbacks. In this case, move the sticks as well.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First and 10.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Tight end going in motion here. First and 10, he keeps it on the option. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Kalen Carson with the tackle.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. A handoff to Tracy. Nice gain there on 2nd down before they get to him, but we also have a flag down, partner, so let's see if this stands. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. And they find them after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. Darts out of the shotgun. Complete left side to Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Dart. Hits his running back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
To number 29, Tyrone Tracy. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
It's going to be 2nd and 3 when we return from our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. 2nd and 3 now. Back to throw. Here's Dart. Gets it to him on the screen. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this. They'll go. It's Tracy. And he won't fight through. Needed 1 yard forward. Send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Finds him on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. From the gun is Prescott. Drops this one down here for Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dak now from the gun. Schoonmaker's there to haul it in. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Dak throwing again. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. George Pickens, the intended target. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
1st and 10 from the 43. Another throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
He's back to throw. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Tolbert now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here comes the Cowboy offense for the opening possession of the third. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Dak out of the pistol. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
18. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Good
line.
offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Give to Williams from the gun. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Prescott now off the play fake. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Prescott now on 3rd down. Lamb has another one. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Looking for Williams, and it's intercepted. Reaches the 40, at the 20. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted. Again, that is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Koo on now for the extra point.
For the point after.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants push their lead to 3.
17. Cowboys 14.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Tolbert now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cowboys about set to take over.
28-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back.
Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another run for Williams, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
And a Cowboy
Ball
first
just a
down.
yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Drawing up the design keeper. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the set.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Giants offense all set to get started. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Now go play action. Here's Dart. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Pass brought in by Slayton. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
One play action with Dart. Pass cut by Tracy. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Running it after the penalty. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
2nd and long, need to give themselves a shot for 3rd. Darts out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Complete to Darius Slayton. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Cowboys crowding the passing lanes. They're into the dime for 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. He has it at the 13. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return and gets it back to the 20. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Dak to throw. Catch made by Schoonmaker. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. It's Prescott. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Now here comes the New York offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Dart from the pistol. This is Cox. That's Slayton. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
And the Giants first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A give to Tracy up the middle. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They go right back to Tracy. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants make it a 9-point advantage. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Coup on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game.
Cowboys 14.
Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Tolbert now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. A handoff to Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Dak to the air here. Screen here for Williams. Shoots away from one. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So third and short coming up from the 33.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Just one quarter standing between these teams and Turkey in this Thanksgiving contest. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Third down, 1 yard to go. Running for the marker with Williams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. It's a game.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Dak now from the gun. Hits his running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 8 on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Cut out left. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Now Prescott. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Prescott here from the gun. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Prescott to throw once more. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Darts looking to throw. He takes it himself.
Positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, he didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. It's Tracy on the carry. 2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action now for Prescott. He beams one deep right side. Wide open down the field, and he has it. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making a 4-point game here in the 4th. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them, the guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the 4th.
Cowboys 21.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, this is Singletary. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Dart. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
That's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. Finds him over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Dart. And a defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 30. 1st down, Dallas.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. They'll run the toss for Williams. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
The difficult part is not tracking him out there. Almost every corner in the league's got the speed to do that. What separates him from others is the physical. Can he avoid getting tied up in a block? And then can he deliver that blow for a loss?
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Over the right side is caught by Ferguson. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third down. Giants coming out in a dime look. Here he goes. 3rd and long. And this is lofted deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Their punter making his way out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out.
At their own 13-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Darts out of the shotgun. Throw left side finds Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or two short of the 20 here.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline, and now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
Punting unit out now. And this will come from just inside his end zone. Fields this to the 42. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Cowboys and CD Lamb headed back out on offense. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's incomplete left side.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now it's Williams. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
Williams, the ball carrier. He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. Going all the way to the end zone here. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
The Giants offense all set to get started.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
And 8 at the 22-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And he's going to take it back. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead.
Well, if this winds up holding as your game winner, and I almost hope it does. I don't know if I should say that. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. But I just love what it illustrates. The want-to from this defense to go and finish. Anytime, anywhere, anyone. You don't know when that big play's coming, but you got to deliver, and they just did.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead.
Cowboys 28, Giants 24.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. On the return, here comes Olszewski. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now here comes the New York offense.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Your start now. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He'll throw it. Absolutely fires this one right side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Dart gonna throw again. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here goes Dart to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Complete to Gunnar Olszewski. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants needing 4 points. Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. He's back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Oh, he put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. The Giants using their first timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They're going to pass it here. Completed over the middle. And he has the Cowboys' first down, Brock, and that should clinch this win for him. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs from 37. Williams now on 1st and 10. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First down. A gain of 46 yards on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today. And that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from New York.